Hello students, so we were doing the fifth module under which we were seeing the chapter that is web scraping. So in the previous sessions we had seen what is web scraping, then we had also seen few of the modules which makes the task of scraping the web page in Python easier. So the first module what we had seen was about the web browser. So under this web browser module, we spoke about the open function. That is, whatever URL you have passed to the open function, this web browser is going to launch the browser with that URL. Okay. Under this, we had seen an example program that is mapit.py. Then we had spoken about the request module. Under the request module, we also spoke about the get function. That is again the URL what you are passing to the get function. We can download. So request module, what does it do? It allows us to download from that particular URL. Again, we need not worry about the network issue, or we need not worry about the data compression, all those things. So request module allows us to download the file from the given URL. And the next point what we had seen under this request module is checking for errors. So as we said, request.get allows us to download. So when the during the process of downloading, you can also check whether the download has been done successfully or not. So that is what we had seen under checking for errors, wherein that is raise status code. That is, if there is any error, then that is during the process of downloading. An example was given as you had given a URL which does not exist. In such case, an error will be raised. And again, the next point under this checking for error is when the error is raised, that is you're terminating, right? You're coming out of the program. We don't want that to happen. We want to handle those errors. That is nothing but your exception handling. So that can be done by your try and except statements. And the last point what we had seen under the request module is saving downloaded files to the hard drive. So again, here we are seeing a program, and what we are telling under the saving downloaded files in the hard drive is using the get function. You are going to download the data, and that data or the text part you are going to save in your hard drive, so that even though you are not having any internet connection, still you can view those files under this. Yeah, then the next part what we had seen is just initially we started off with HTML. We saw a web page and how we can see, that is we can go to the developer mode by pressing F12, and also we saw any of the tab, or you can just right click on any of the content of the web and you can click on inspect to see the corresponding HTML code, and as well as the CSS selectors if any use. All those we have seen, right? And we also saw the select method, then some examples. Then we had seen a program that is with respect to the beautiful soup module, that was Google search. So we had seen this program. So next we'll come to the next topic, that is next topic in the sense, even this example is for beautiful soup module only. Here what are we saying here is, you might have viewed many blogs, or you might have come across many websites wherein you might have some. Now what example they have given is about this XK. Yes, so I've already opened this. I'll just show you. So here you can see here, here in your book, they are giving you an example of this particular page, that is SXKCD, which is a web comic. So here you can see you have the buttons here for previous. So that is what we are saying here. So clicking on the previous allows us to go to the previous post. So many blogs also you have seen, wherein the most recent post you have a link. If you click on that, you are going to get the most recent post, or you also have the option to go to the previous post. So like this, you can go on clicking the previous post until you reach the first post of that particular site, right? So if you want to copy any contents of the site so that you can read it later when you are not online, then you could manually navigate through each of the page and save each one of them, right? So that is what we can do if we want to copy the contents of that particular page. So what here we are telling is, instead of doing that manually, that is going to each of the page, then clicking on save for each of the content, instead of that, why not we have a script which is going to do that task for us. Okay, so here in your syllabus they have given you an example of this xkcd.com. So this particular web page we will be seeing as an example. Okay, so what we are telling in this particular topic, that is downloading all xkcd comics. So what we are saying here is, so this is a site wherein you have that is a web comic of all those things. So here you have image like this. Okay, so these are nothing but the comics. So precautions that feel insufficient. So you can see you have the previous button here. So if you click on the previous button, it will take you to the previous post. Okay, so like this you can go on clicking on this. So if you want to save it, then you have to right click and you have to save. Again the previous one you want, again you can right click and save. So what we are telling, like this, by clicking on the previous, you can go into the previous post. So like this, when you do like this, you will reach to the first post, right? So that can be done. So here what we are telling here is this task of going to the previous post and saving the content. So this task, let us automate this task. So let us have a script which is going to do this task for us. Okay, that is go to the site. That is here the site what we are speaking is about XKCD, which is a popular geek web comic with a website that fits this structure. So that is what we are seeing here, XKCD comics. Okay, so what we want to do here is, we want to we are going to visit this particular website and we want to download the comic. Okay, so like this we want to download all the comics that is there in this particular site. Just an example you see. So what we have to do, we have to go to currently when you open one comic will be there, you can save it. And again you want to go to the previous one, means you have to click on the previous button and again you have to save it. Again you have to save it like this. Okay, so like this each one you have to do. So instead of doing this, let us have a script for us which is going to do the task for us. So that is what the example we are going to see here. Okay, so we will see. So what is our program going to do? So our program is going to do, or a script, it is going to load the XKCD homepage. So right now I will close this. Okay, so this is just, I wanted to show you what is this xkcd.com. Okay, so what it is a site which is a web comic site wherein you have images like this. You can go to the previous or the next, or somewhere in between random also you can go random comic, that will be displayed. Okay, if you want to save it, you can right click and you can save in the form of a image. So what we are telling, instead of doing this, let us have a script which is going to do the task for us, wherein it will do the task of going to like clicking, like how you click the previous button. So our script is going to do that task. That is, it is going to the previous post and it is going to save that post for us. Okay, so I'll just close this browser for now. We'll come back to the PPT here. So what is our project going to do? So it is going to load the XKCD homepage for us. Then it is going to save the comic image on that page, and also it is going to follow the previous comic link. That is, it is going to the previous link and repeat until it reaches the first comic. So it is going, it's like you're clicking the previous button and again downloading it, again click on the previous button, again download that image. So this process continues until you reach the first comic of that particular website. Okay, so that is what our program is going to do. Okay, so how it will be done, that is the next point what is told to us here. So how it will be done? So what and all, or how it can be done. Download page with the request module. So about the request module we have already seen in the previous sessions. So request module, what does it do for us? With respect to the request module, we saw the get function, right? So for the get function, whatever URL you have passed, request module is going to download the content from that particular URL. Okay. And the next thing, find the URL of the comic image for a page using Beautiful Soup. So again, about the Beautiful Soup module also we have already seen, wherein request module is going to download the complete content from the URL what you specify, whereas Beautiful Soup from that entire HTML if you want a particular information. So Beautiful Soup module allows us to extract that information. Okay. Next is download and save the comic image in the hard drive with ITA content. So again, about the ITA content also we have already seen in the previous sessions. So ITA content followed by you are going to specify the size of bytes of data, how much you want. So this will allow us to get chunks of data. Okay. So what will be the size of that chunk that you are mentioning here with the to the ITA content. Okay. So every iteration, what size you have mentioned here in ITA content, that much size of data will be downloaded. Will be either you can display it, you can do like that. Okay. Next, find the URL of the previous comic link and repeat. So what you're doing, first with the request module you're going to download, then using the Beautiful Soup module you're going to extract. What you're going to extract? Here you are extracting only the images, right? So how it will be done we will see. So only the image part will be extracted, and download and save the comic image in your hard drive. So you're going to mention the location where you want the images to be stored. And ITA content is nothing but at iteration how much amount of data should be retrieved or displayed. Okay, that will be in terms of number of bytes of data. Finally, find the URL of the previous comic link. That is nothing but it is equivalent to pressing the previous button. So when you press the previous button, you will be redirected to the previous post, right? Or the previous image. Similarly, here what we'll say, find the URL for the previous comic link and repeat. Repeat in the sense what you're going to do. Again, you're going to repeat the process. That is, go to the previous post, and again in that previous post, you are going to extract only the image part and save it in your hard drive. So like this it will be repeated until you reach the first comic. Okay, until you reach the first comic, or if you're speaking about any blog, then you can say until you reach the first post of that particular blog. Here in the case what you'll say, until you reach the first comic in this particular page. Okay, so how to do that we will see. So we have the code here. So first of all, we have the shebang line, that is Python 3. Then this next part is nothing but just a comment, that is beginning with hash. So here the name I have given as download xkcd.py. Okay. Next you have the import. So what are you going to import? Which modules you're going to import? You're going to import the request module because you're using the get function of the request module to wherein what does it do? It is going to download the contents from that particular URL. Then we are also using the OS module because here you can see here os.make directory is there, and also os.path join. So these two functions we are going to use of the OS module. So we have imported OS. Then BS4 is nothing but your Beautiful Soup module. Again, we are using the Beautiful Soup, that is you want to extract from the downloaded content, you're going to take the text part and you're going to generate the Beautiful Soup object for that. So for that purpose you have written import BS4. Okay, so in your textbook they have given as step 1, step 2, step 3, like this they have given. I have written the complete program here. Okay, so in the exam the complete program you have to write. Okay, the step 1, step 2, that is for your understanding, but in the exam if they're asking you to write the program that is going to download the image from xkcd comic site, then you have to write the entire program. Okay, So please make sure you are clear with that. No writing one step, two step like that. Okay. The complete program should be written. Okay. So we'll just see with an example before actually going to this. So I'll just open that XKCD once again. So you can see this is your XKCD website. Okay, so you can go to the developer tool and inspect the elements on the page. So how to go to developer tool? You can press F12, sorry, or or instead you can just come to any of the image. So I'll just come to this image, just right click on this and go to inspect. Okay, so here you can see this is your developer tool, what we said. So you can see here the image part. So we have it is written within the this particular tag, that is div id you have given as comic. Then we have image source. So the source is given like this: COVID precaution level and title. Okay, so that is the title what is given to the image here. So the URL of the comic image file, you can see it is given with the image tag here. So you can see over here image source. Okay, so the image element is inside this id. Div id is equal to comic element. Okay, so similarly you can also check you can also check the previous button here. So again right click on the previous button, go to inspect. Okay, so you can see the previous button has this link which will be pointing to the previous post. Okay, so the first comic previous button link will be a just a hash. I'll just show you. So this is for this particular previous button, so it is referencing to this particular location. I'll just close this. So I'll go to the first post. Okay, so this is my first post, not mine, it's in the sense XKCD comic site. So this is a first post. So now here we'll right click and we'll go to inspect, and now you see it is a hash. Okay, so here you can see the first comics previous button link that is in this particular site, that is hash. It will be like http xkcd.com hash URL, which is indicating that there is no previous pages. Okay, that is nothing but this is the first post in this particular page. Okay, so that is represented this way. So I'll just get back to PPT. Okay, so here what we are doing first. So here first of all we have the import. Okay, we have import request OS and BS4, that is request module, OS module, and Beautiful Soup 4 version 4 module. Then the next thing what you're going to do, so we are having a variable URL that starts with xkcd.com. So this is our URL. Okay, so what we are going to do, from this URL we are, so you can see here, while not URL dot ends with hash. So what did we say? You are going to the previous link and you're going to download the image, and when you encounter hash, when you encounter, that is URL ends with hash, the meaning of that is you are done. That is nothing but you have reached the first page of your page. First page of your site, or the first post of your site. Okay. So what we are doing here, as told in the beginning, we are using the request module get function to download from the given location. Okay. That downloaded content should be stored in the current working directory. So that current working directory is nothing but xkcd. xkcd. So that is what is given here. Xkcd is nothing but the current working directory where the contents what you have downloaded needs to be stored. Okay. The call os.make directory, what does it do? Ensures that this particular folder is present. Okay. And this exit okay is equal to true keyword. This particular argument prevents the function from throwing any exception if that folder is already present. Okay. Exist underscore okay is equal to true means it prevents the throwing of exception if the folder already exists. So this is the first step what they have given in your textbook. Okay. So what you're doing in the first step, first of all, import the modules what you require. That is request, OS and BS4. Okay. So these are the modules what you require. Then you are telling the URL to the URL variable. You are giving the URL, that is xkcd.com. Next, the downloaded content need to be stored in the current working directory. So you have to mention the folder where you want the contents to be stored. So here the folder name is xkcd, and argument here exit okay is equal to true is nothing but in case the folder already exists, then don't raise any exception. That is this. Okay. And after that, while not URL dot ends with hash. So what is the meaning of this is, you're gone downloading the images from the site until you have reached, that is even the first post also will be downloaded. After that, the meaning of this hash is, after that you are done with the most that is the last post of that site. Okay. So this is your step 1. Okay. Next step, what are we doing? So next step, we are going to download the web page. So for that you have just written a print statement, that is print downloading page, and what will be printed? This URL will be printed. That is what you can see here in the output. Downloading page http xkcd.com. Okay, that is nothing but the URL will be printed from where the you're going to download the images. Okay. And then we are using the request modules get function. So we have already seen about this get function. So what does this get function do? Whatever URL you have passed. So what is our URL? xkcd.com. So you are going to download from this particular URL. So when you're downloading, you're also going to check whether the download has been successful. So for that, so what is this? So request.get module, it will be downloaded, and you have the response object. Here the response object is res. So you're checking whether the download has been successful or not. So for that purpose, you have response object dot raise for status. That is, if any error has occurred when you're downloading, then it is going to raise, or it throws an exception and ends the program if something has gone wrong during the process of downloading. Otherwise, nothing. What will happen? Otherwise, what will happen? You are going to create a beautiful soup object. So about the beautiful soup module also, we have already seen this, right? So beautiful soup module is, what does it do? It is going to extract a particular information from the content what you have downloaded using request.get. Okay. So here res is nothing but the response object. So you are going to extract the text part of the response object. Okay. So that is nothing but will be stored in your beautiful soup object whose name is soup. So this is your second step, that is downloading the web page. Next one, you are downloading the web page using the get module. Now in that web page, what do you want? You want only the image part, right? So we already saw that the image part in the xkcd site. We saw it using the right click and image, right? So we had seen that image. So just right click and I'll show you. It will be within the image tag element, right? Inside this tag. So which is having an ID as comic. So the ID attribute is set as comic in this particular site. Okay, so the selector what we are going to use is hash comic image. So the selector what we are going to use is hash comic image, where that comic is nothing but the id attribute that is been set to comic. So so the selector hash comic image will get us the correct image element from the beautiful soup object. So you can see soup is nothing but the beautiful soup object, and from that beautiful soup object what are you going to extract? You are going to extract only those content in which the selector is set as hash comic image. Okay, so that is the thing what is happening. Okay, so next, if your selector, that is your hash comic image, is not present, okay, or if there is no matching, then it will return a blank list. So you can see if comic element is equal to a blank list, then what are you going to print? We could not find the comic image. Okay, so what you're doing here in this particular step, so this is given as a third step in your textbook, wherein you're finding and downloading the comic image. So the selector you're using is hash comic image. This is a selector what you're using. So you're going to extract this particular information from the beautiful soup object, that is soup, and select is nothing but you're going to search for this. Okay, so if you don't have any matching content here, that is which is matching to comic image, then in that case what happens? Beautiful soup object is going to return a blank list. That is what, if comic element is equal to a blank list, then you're printing as could not find the comic image. Okay, so when this happens, the program can just print the error message as given here, that is could not find the comic image, and move on without downloading the image. Okay, else, otherwise, the selector, what does it do? It is going to return a list which is containing one image element. Okay, so you can get the source attribute from the image element and pass it to the request. That is, here you can see request dot get to download the comics image file. So what are you doing here? You are going to get the source, and that is stored in this variable comic URL. Okay, after that what are you going to do? You are going to download the image of the specified comic URL. That is nothing but, what is the meaning of this? Suppose I want to download this, so I'm mentioning the source, I'm mentioning the ID, that is comic, and I'm also mentioning the source. So what happens here? From the beautiful soup object, this particular beautiful soup object, what you're searching for? Comic followed by image, right? Then a list will be created. So here this is the first image, like this many images are there or will be there. So list will be created of that. Okay, and from that list, so you can see here comic element of 0, comic element of 0, so that is a particular image. You're going to get the source of that particular image. So that is here you can see source. Okay, and after that you are going to so that URL you are passing here. So downloading image HTTP, you can see here downloading image HTTP images.xkscd comics phone alarm.png. So this is nothing but what is your comic URL we are saying. Okay, so that is nothing but the source is extracted, what you saw already here. So this particular source that is extracted. Okay, we'll come back. And what does our request? So we already saw that request. Sorry. So requests get module. So what does the request get module do? Whatever URL you have specified, so from that particular URL you are going to download the content, right? So comic URL, what you're specifying. So when you're downloading, you're also checking. So already we checked here, raise for status. Similarly, same concept here to this particular URL. So here what we did, this is the URL that is your XKCD, but whereas this is what is this comic URL, that is a URL of the particular image. Okay, so just know the difference between two. This is your XKCD, but this is nothing but the image's URL. Okay, so again you are checking if there is any error. So if there is any error, then the error will be displayed. Otherwise no error. Then the next step, what is the next step? You are going to save the image in the current directory's XKCD folder. Okay, so what you're going to do there, so you can see here, image file is equal to open os.path join xkcd. So xkcd, already we said that is a directory where you're going to store. We'll just see what is this os.path base name comic URL. So what is the meaning of this is, just see this particular URL. So the URL of this particular image is http images xkcd.com comics phone alarm.png. So this is your complete URL. So what does this os.path base name do is, from this comic URL, it is going to extract only the base name. So what is the base name here? Phone underscore alarm.png. So only the base name will be extracted, and that base name will be joined to what? os.path.join. To what it will be joined? To the path of this xkcd directory. So this xkcd directory is there in your hard drive, in your current working directory in a particular location. Okay, so this phone underscore alarm, so that is a base name that will be joined with the path of your xkcd directory. Okay, so it will be like, suppose xkcd is stored in C drive and under user. Okay, under the folder user. So how it will be, xkcd / user, it will be like that. So that will be the path of xkcd. Now when you say base name and when you say join, that is nothing but how will be your complete path now. C drive users / phone underscore alarm.png. So this is what this particular statement is going to do. Okay, so for this we are using the open function. That is how you're going to open. You're going to open it in write binary mode. Okay, open a new file in write binary mode. So that again, this concept you already seen in the previous session. So what is that? Eta content. Eta content. So what does this eta content do? In the request module, that is you have res. Res is nothing but your response object, right? And we are using the method eta content. So when you we said that using the request module, you are going to download from a particular location. So that will be a large file. In that large file, we are considering only the chunks of data. That is, in this case, how many? It is like 1 lakh bytes of data will be displayed or written at a time. So for that purpose, you are using the eta content. So every iteration, these many number of bytes will be here it is write. Okay, this many number of bytes will be written. And after that, image file dot close. So this particular code we have already seen in the previous session. So once again, it is just a repeat of this. Okay, so what did we do till here? You opened xkcd, then you checked or you found a particular image. You are downloading that particular image and you saved it in your current working directory, that is xkcd. After this, so one image is done. So what did we say? Now it is like you are clicking on the previous button. So that is nothing but the next step what we are going to do. Get the previous button's URL. Okay. So you can see that previous button. So I'll just see here we have the previous button. So this is the first post in this particular site. So just check here. previous, I'll click on the previous and I'll give inspect. So previous, this reference is hash. So you can see, just see the URL here, https:/xkcd.com/1/hash. So what did we say? You are going to repeat this process until the URL ends with hash. Okay. So you can see here, I hope you can see this. So how is the URL? So if I'm going to drag here, okay. So it is like this. Okay. So you can see here, which is highlighted, 1/hash. That means it is the last post in this particular site. Suppose I go to some other image. Okay, now I'm somewhere in between. Again, right click, inspect. So now you see it is 1. That means if you click on previous, you will be directed to previous page, which is this particular location. Somewhere random I'll give now. If I click on random and now I give previous, it is somewhere over here. Okay. So this is what we are saying about previous. So now I clicked on the first post, and after that I'll give next. Again one more next I will give. Okay. Now you click on previous. Just see what is the reference given here. That is 2. Again I'll click on next, and now previous, it is 3. So what is the meaning of this? Now if I click on previous, I will be redirected to the third post. Okay. Now I am redirected to the first post. Now to the this is the first post. Now I am in the first post, right? Again, if I'm clicking on previous, means that is the end of the post that is available in this particular site. So remember, the URL ending with hash means that is the first post in which you are in. Again, if you click on previous, you won't be redirected anywhere. So that is your code. What did we say? While not URL dot ends with hash. So this complete process is repeated. Entire process is repeated until you are not reaching this. That is URL while not URL dot ends with hash. Until you have reached the first post, this process will be repeated. When you are reaching the first post, then you are stopping. Okay. So now we'll go to the last part of this code, that is soup. So soup is nothing but a beautiful soup object. In that, what are you going to select? So we have seen here, we have this reference tag. Okay. So here tag A, and you have the reference as hash. So what are you going to select? So just here the selector A, that is previous, identifies the anchor tag element with the attribute which is set to previous, and you can use this element to get to the previous comics URL, which will be stored in our URL, that is here. So what you are doing, from the beautiful soup object, you are going to collect only that data that is nothing but previous. It is like you are pressing the previous button. Okay. So that will be stored in this variable previous link, and that will be your new URL. So what will be a new URL? http://xkcd.com, and what is the new URL? Previous link dot get href. That is nothing but it is equivalent to your pressing the previous button. So I'll just come here. Okay, that is nothing but, now if I'm pressing previous, that is equivalent to this. Okay. So that is the thing here, previous link dot get, that is nothing but you're getting the link of the previous post, and once again from here it will come to this while, and it will check URL dot ends with hash. So if you are pointing to the first post, then it will end with hash. Okay. So this is your program, that is you are trying to download the images from your XKCD website. Okay, so what you're doing, so you can so it is given as steps, but in the exam you have to write the complete code. Okay, so first what you're doing, URL you're setting. What is the URL? xkcd.com, that is here you're setting. Then the downloaded content should be stored in a directory in your current in your system, in your current working directory. So you're giving here xkcd. Okay, then the process of downloading continues until you reach the first post. Okay, so here this is for previous. So when you click on previous, you will go to the previous post. Okay, then here you are using the beautiful soup object is created here, that is soup, and from that you are extracting only, or you're selecting only the image part. That image part will be in the form of a list. If no matching, that is no comic image. If it is not matching, the ID here, ID is comic, right? No matching means you will display an error message saying could not find comic image. Otherwise, you are going to get the source. Okay, and that comic URL you are passing to the get function of your request module, and you're going to download. So when you're downloading, this is your complete URL. Only the base name will be considered. So for that purpose, os.basename comic URL. Only the base name will be considered, and that you're joining with the path of your xkcd directory. Okay, and after that you are going to get chunks of data. So for that purpose, you are using the iter content method. How many bytes of data you require at a time, that you're mentioning here as a parameter to iter content. Okay, so in this case it is 1 lakh bytes of data. And the last part is equivalent to you're pressing the previous button. So you're going to get the link of the previous post, and once again the process is repeated. So this process is repeated until you reach the first post of your site. Okay, so this is the program of that is downloading all XKCD comics. That is, in your site XKCD you're going to have lot of comics and of that is image here. So you're going to download all those images so that you can view it when you're not connected to the internet. Okay, so all those downloaded files will be stored in your current working directory. Here we have named it as XKCD. Okay, so I hope you all are clear with this program. So in the exam, if it is asked, you need to write the complete program. Okay, so next we have the last module of this chapter, that is Selenium module. So we'll see that in the next video.